Hello. Sorry I haven't done any real live streams in a very long time, but as you can see, I am now back at home. Last video I uploaded, I was visiting the note taker. We're still working on our Gary's Mod video, Bad Fanfics in a Nutshell, which I will give you an inside look at that pretty soon. But for now, because no one is here at the moment, I will just give you another quick update on what's going to happen to my channel. Let's see. I have, first I want to make sure that you all can hear me or not, because I had to change the microphone settings because I had my headphones plugged in when I was setting up this live stream. So I think I am on because of the way dots are flickering. Okay, just giving that a test. But anyway, back to what's going to happen to my channel soon. That Fanfics in a Nutshell was promised last year. I mean, this is only if you haven't caught up on my video I uploaded last week. Last week when I was visiting the note taker, beforehand I told him we need to get back to the game. Now, we had made that wacky video of Dr. Eggman, Wario, and Waluigi last year. And I had written, I had taken a copy of the script, and I had given him the script, and it was supposed to be a lot longer, like a 15-minute video, but we only got the beginning done. We were only able to finish the beginning because it was such a tedious process to get through the rest of it. We couldn't get the whole thing done for the whole Three Stooges parody. And it said to be continued in Bad Fanfics in a Nutshell. It hadn't happened, but while I was visiting the note taker, he was able to recover some archived footage of the unfinished video, and he was able to pick up where he left off afterwards. This time both of us worked on the script. This time both of us, we gathered some resources on sound effects, on some music from Bandcamp, and a big shout out to Abated Massive Flesh for their amazing deathcore. And like I said, it's gonna cross over with all the elements of the Note Takers videos, the Nutshell videos like William is Always Right, Shrek is Best Sailor, and Halo in a Nutshell and all that, as well as my Gary's Mod videos of Shao Kahn's restaurants. It's gonna be amazing, trust me. And I had already worked on a few potential thumbnails for it last night, and he picked one of them out, so that is confirmed. I'm not going to show you it right now because, number one, I have no idea how to screen share. I don't think I can screen share a pop-out chat. Participants toggle the time. Yeah, there's no screen sharing button. I mean, there's a normal share button down below, but I cannot screen share. I would need a superior system to do that, and I do not. All right? But not only that, I did promise that the next episode of the PlayStation All-Stars series will begin its production this week. It has not happened yet. I'm sorry. I'm still waiting on my older brother to look over the script for it. Get this fruit fly on my face. I'm still waiting for my older brother to look over the script. I hope that I still have some of my newest voice clients sticking around, because one of them did subscribe to me on YouTube, the voice of Shinnok. I'm hoping he can come back for this one, because he did an amazing job last time. So I'm hoping he can do it again this time. But as far as other voices go, I'm going to need some new ones. Yes, that means I'm going to need new female voice talents, because I do not know how much longer my mom can do female voices. Let me think. Yes, new characters are coming. Some are old ones, as in, like, they only appeared in the original written stories exclusively for fanfiction.net, and this YouTube series is what it picks up what left off from there. Again, I moved the series to here because fanfiction.net is deserted and depressing. No one goes there anymore. So I have to bring it here. YouTube's got everyone. Everyone's here. Everyone's here to see this every day. So, also, I'm hoping to get some new music in. I mean, you can currently check out my music on bandcamp.com. Coleiosis.bandcamp.com. In fact, I don't even need to put the link in the chat section. It's that easy to memorize. You can also find the icon on my channel wallpaper on the banner. Oh my gosh, I am distracted right now. My younger brother is in the other room watching The Office, and I cannot concentrate hearing that. I'll try to get this out as best I can. Try to get this down. To find time to watch that show. I hate that show. I mean, I don't hate it entirely, but still, it's not a show I'm very fond of. Anyway, what else is there? I'm joking on some. Right now, I'm eating Clancy's chips. They're like an Aldi generic brand for Doritos. They're not actually Doritos. They don't taste the same. But they're still pretty good. Still taste pretty good. I'll have some myself. Okay. Another status update. On Saturday, the day after I arrived back home from Note Taker's house, I finally bought Shang Tsung for Mortal Kombat 11. I sucked as him. I failed miserably as him. Because I can't get the hang of him. Mortal Kombat 11's been a game where I am pretty picky about whatever character I'm playing as. Garrus is too slow. Cetrion is not only slow, but she keeps acting like God, and I do not want to play as a false god. What else there? Aaron Black is kind of strategic. But hey, I did notice that the Nightwolf announcement trailer is coming out tomorrow. And I hope his release date is very close, because I have enough to buy him as a separate character. I did not buy the combat pack because I had already paid $50 for the game itself, for the game in general. I'm not paying $40 more just for 6 more characters and a few more skins and pieces of gear. I can easily buy those separately. I mean, I know, combat pack exclusive content, such as Shang Tsung's jacket from the movie. Speaking of movies, I'm not entirely excited for the new Mortal Kombat movie coming out in 2021. I mean, the more I see of it, the more I hear news of it, the more I see pictures of it, the more I will get excited about it. And someone is saying, stop the new Mortal Kombat movie. Why stop it? Because you think it's going to fail right off the bat? You don't even know that. You don't know that. YouTuber whose name I don't even know, who claims it's going to fail right out of the box, you don't know that. You don't know anything about it. But I do know that the Sonic movie will fail. I mean, we saw his design. If they were able to get all the Pokemon looking spot on in Detective Pikachu, but they can't do that for Sonic, then it proves you're going to suck. And Jim Carrey playing as Dr. Eggman didn't make me laugh once. Didn't make me let out one chuckle. I was not impressed. I still think Mike Pollock is the Dr. Eggman. I still think he is the one and only Eggman, as he has been since 2003 for the English dub of Sonic X from that point on. without Mike as Eggman, then the movie would suck as well. And they're going to bring in a bunch of new characters. So apparently Sonic and Eggman are the only original Sonic characters that Sega has ever made that will be in the movie, and the rest are made up. Well, let's see this movie plummet to failure. I mean, a friend told me that they made Sonic look like that on purpose to gather people's attention as a way for clickbait or watchbait or something like that. Watchbait isn't a word. But I don't think so. I mean, yeah, they are changing Sonic's design. Yeah. It costs a little more money for that. They are changing the design. If it's not better, if it doesn't look like what Sonic really looks like in the games, I'm cutting out and I'm not seeing this movie. I'm not seeing this movie. In fact, the Sly Cooper movie has been announced. It has been announced in 2013, and we still don't have it. I think it failed. I think Blockade Entertainment and Rainmaker Studios, which both of them had the same background in their logos, the same starry night sky background in their logos. They're practically the same thing. You know, they announced it in 2013. I mean, it has the same voices from the games, but for Sly, it's not Kevin Miller. It's Ian James Corlett. We still don't have a real movie. I think they failed. Ultimately. I don't think they'll be coming out with any new Sly Cooper media anytime soon. I need another chip. Hold on. Oh, I dropped one. It's good in my chair reminded me another thing I wanted to talk about. Now, I know that PlayStation Classic is in the name and the description of this video, but I'll get to that later. For now, I need to tell you something. Now, there's still nobody watching this live stream right now. Still nobody is here. And I don't know why. Maybe people are still cleaning up from dinner or still at work. I know one person is. But I am like, I know that the video quality of this live stream isn't luxurious. I know it's grainy. I know the sound quality isn't great either. I mean, this iMac is old. All right? I will admit that. It's an old iMac. And I don't have a luxurious set. I don't have a separate microphone that I can hook up. I don't have 2 or 3 monitors to look at a time while doing this. I don't have a Windows. This is an iMac, so of course it runs the Mac OS. I think it's still Sierra, maybe, I don't know, High Sierra. Nor do I have big old video cameras to use that takes it in better quality. Well, guess what? I can't afford it, okay? Nor can I get any money for it because I don't have a job. Nor do I have 1,000 subscribers. And I think YouTube's stupid policy on monetizing your videos, on allowing people to donate to your channel because you don't have enough subscribers for it. You're not popular enough for it. So what if I'm not? All right? In fact, I don't even have one of those luxurious swiveling gaming chairs that most YouTubers have. In fact, every person whom I have watched live stream from their desktop, they're sitting on those chairs. I think this is obnoxious. What's wrong with the normal wooden chair? You know, it's fancy. I mean, this is the chair. It's wooden, and it makes noise whenever I scoot forward or scoot back. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Like, it's like the get up noise from Strong Bad Email. You know, there's a whole that loud thing, and there's the scoot forward, which I have to give multiple scoots. What's wrong with that? At least I can sit completely still without any fiddling with the wheels. This chair has no wheels. I'm fine with that. I don't have to do anything about it. I don't have a luxurious set. But as long as I'm providing good content, as long as I'm talking about good stuff, as long as I am still able to record or stream in any way, that's fine. All right? In fact, like, if YouTube has ever changed their policy where you cannot live stream in general, even on a desktop computer or laptop or any computer, until you have like this amount of subscribers, I'm gonna flip. All right, we should really petition YouTube to change their policies back to the way it was, where we won't have to get that many subscribers in order to get our videos monetized. In fact, I signed up for Google Ads a few weeks ago, and I cannot complete the process until I get 1,000 subscribers. I don't know, maybe I can like make hundreds of channels. I can create hundreds of separate channels and make them all subscribe to me, so just so I can get the money. But that would be cheating, and I would get too many emails. That would be way too much to keep track of. I still think it's a very dumb move for YouTube to do that. All right, still nobody's here. Nobody is watching this. How sad. So I'm just going to cut to the final topic of today and talk about the PlayStation Classic. A lot of people hate that thing. Why do they hate the PlayStation Classic? It's because they're immature. All right? It's very dumb how they can just call out the PlayStation Classic all they want on YouTube and be a jerk about it. And this is why you see a lot of listings of the PlayStation Classic on eBay. You see a lot of people selling theirs. All right, I don't have one myself, but when I saw Sony announce the console last year, I was excited. I'm like, finally, PlayStation is doing what they should have done a while ago, along with Nintendo. And people are like, it's gonna suck, it's gonna suck, it's gonna suck. You don't know that. You don't know that it's gonna suck. I mean, when people saw that the Atari VCS, which still hasn't come out, apparently, they saw it was going to be Linux-based, they said it's going to suck. You don't know that unless you try it out for yourself. Okay? I'm still waiting for the Intellivision Amico to come out on October 10th, 2020. Because last year it was announced. I think, it was announced last year. But you don't know that. You don't even know if Google Stadia is going to suck. When the PlayStation Classic came out, like right when it did, I got recommended these YouTube videos of people overreacting about it and hating about it. Like Metal Jesus Rocks. That's a very dumb name to give yourself, by the way, because you're not Jesus. It doesn't ring a good bell. Like Metal Jesus Rocks was acting like a baby about it. He's like, why, Sony? You had one job. And they did their job. And they did a good job. Then we had Game Dave looking all angry. He's like, why did I buy the PlayStation Classic? And the worst of all was Catakaris. That is, if I pronounced that correctly. He drew himself throwing that console into a flaming trash can. You people are acting immature. I'll tell you that much. You guys are being babies about it. All right? They complain that the controller cord, the length was too short. Same for the Nintendo Classic consoles as well. I mean, people sat on the floors back then whenever they played their video games. I think those manufacturers want you to experience it once again after a few years of that console being discontinued. All right, I used to sit on the floor all the time whenever I played my PS2, and I mean the cord length was longer, but still, I don't care. I didn't care. I sat on the floor and I played the dang thing. All right, just do it again. You don't need to be comfortable sitting on your couch, or I have a futon in my room. You don't need that. I mean, it's good that big upgrade was that it ran on HDMI. I mean, not running on it, but it output the video to HDMI, and that is a good upgrade. But like the video quality, they complained was in PAL style, not NTSC. I mean, I noticed nothing when I played it for the first time a couple weeks ago. I was at an arcade, and they had PlayStation Classic there, and I played Twisted Metal. I actually had fun. Okay, I had fun. I did not complain about it one bit. And for everyone else who complains about it, I'm gonna have to tell them, silence yourself, because no one's gonna listen to you if you keep whining about it. No one would ever want to listen to you if you keep whining about it. We don't like whiner babies. I mean, did I notice a difference in the frame rate of the PlayStation Classic? Did I notice a difference? It was difficult for me to notice a difference. I mean, the game I played on it was the original Twisted Metal. And I used to have a physical copy of it that I would play on my PS2. No, I also played on RetroPie, on my Raspberry Pi for emulation. I'm going to get a Pi 4 once RetroPie has a build for it. Apparently, I mean, currently they don't. But hopefully they do. That's a different story. But back to what I'm talking about for the PS Classic, did I notice a difference in frame rate? I'm trying to remember if I did. It was hard to notice. It was extremely hard for me to notice the difference in the frame rate. But I'm not that fussy about frame rates, okay? I'm not that fussy about it unless it's way too low, like, I don't know, 10, 15. If it's that low, then that is one complaint I have. But it's like, you know, your mom made you a home-cooked meal, okay? She made you a delicious-looking meal. If it's something in it that you don't like, you can't just throw it into the trash, okay? Your mom made that for you. Eat it as it is. So I'm going to tell you all, play it as it is. All right? You're rejecting the good handiwork that Sony has made for you. And I didn't care about the frame rate of the PlayStation Classic. I didn't care. I played it as it was, and I had fun. All right? The only flaw, there's only one flaw that I have to count. Just one. And that flaw is that the controllers didn't vibrate. And that's it. All right, I mean, yeah, there's no non-DualShock controller of the PS1. It didn't vibrate back then. And that's why games like Metal Gear Solid are best played with a DualShock controller. So at that moment in Metal Gear Solid, I think, was it Gray Fox who said that? Said, put your controller on the table. Listen to it vibrate. It didn't vibrate because the USB controller didn't. Well, it wasn't given the function. And therefore, playing Metal Gear Solid only in that moment made it awkward. But still, everything else was fine. I mean, it had a Street Fighter game, but it was a puzzle game. It was Puzzle Fighter. I mean, if you needed a puzzle game, yeah, that was all you got, then that's all you got. That's all Capcom is willing to allow you to put in there. Don't complain, because you get what you get. It's like the home-cooked meal. Eat it as it is. Play it as it is. That's what I'm asking you all to do. I mean, still, like the gap between my TV and my futon is not a very big gap, like your couch to your TV in the living room. Now, if you need a longer HDMI cable, fine, that's easily replaceable. If you need a longer controller, well, I don't know what else. I don't know what other USB controllers would work on it that vibrates. I mean, even if you did put, a vibrating USB controller into it, maybe that moment in Metal Gear Solid can change. Who knows? As of now, I don't care. I haven't even reached that part in the game in actuality. I mean, Twisted Metal was a great game to be put in there. It was. I mean, other people complain that games like Crash Bandicoot or Tomb Raider, the hit titles like Spyro the Dragon, were not in there. Maybe Universal didn't give them the permission to do that. Maybe Naughty Dog or Insomniac or, was it Eidos? Eidos that made Tomb Raider? I don't know. Maybe those companies didn't give them permission. If they didn't, then no, be grateful that they were able to put in a decent amount of games in general. Be grateful that Tekken 3 is in there. It proves that it's best of the first three for the PS1. I used to have Tekken 4. That was fun. But currently I have Tekken 7, and it was fun. I got most of the trophies for it in just a few days. I mean, currently my Logitech USB controller, the D-pad on it is dislodged. It's disoriented. Because it's not a very good idea to have all the directions, like just one pad that you can move in all directions. You hear it click while you move it around. And because it's disoriented, I can't use it properly anymore, so I've been using a PS4 controller on my Raspberry Pi as of lately, and it's actually worked very well. It's worked perfectly fine. I do not know if it works on the PlayStation Classic, to be honest with you. If it does, who the funk it? If it does, who the funk it? I'm trying not to say the F word, because it ain't cool. If I do have the power to monetize my videos, it would be demonetized. I'd be out of the job. So there ends my list of stuff to ramble about today. Ending with only one person actually watching this. I don't know who, but anyway. For the remaining 1.5 minutes that I have, I'm gonna just say this one more time. Bad Fanfics in a Nutshell is coming soon. The next episode of PlayStation All-Stars will be produced in time. I may start a new music project. It all depends. And cut Sony some slack. Give them a break for the PlayStation Classic that they have provided for you proudly. Please. What you're doing is hurting them. Give them credit. That's practically it. That's practically 4 things. Like, next time I'll talk about, what passes as Christian music, whatnot. But I'm going to have to pre-record it using my screen recorder, because I cannot share my screen using the YouTube live stream. I don't know if Discord has, I can share my screen on Discord, but I do not know if I'll be able to record live streams on Discord. It depends. But the link to my Discord is on my channel. So anyway, that's it. And I look forward to talking to you all next time. And hopefully it will be a full house by then. All right. Take care.